must say it's a proud day for Kababayan LA, for us Kababayans here today on the show, because we are meeting Filipinos, Kababayans that we can certainly be proud of. One is an achiever within the Hollywood party scene, mainstream marketing and PR world. Another one is just a very selfless Kababayan who's giving up herself to a very important cause. We are very proud of them. And right about now, let's meet this musician that we can also be proud of. Rick, hello and welcome to Kababayan LA. This isn't your first time, because I remember the last time you were here playing music for Charmaine Clamore, but now it's your first time to be interviewed. Magandang hapon sa'yo.
Magandang hapon din, and thanks for having me.
You know, we always see you in the background playing music, but we don't really know much about you, although we know that you are a Kababayan that we can be proud of, being the only Filipino artist for Naxos.
Yeah, and you know, that's true. I've been concertizing around the world, even at the big convention like the Chet Atkins convention, without any fanfare, without the knowledge of the Philippine community. And I'm so happy that I'm here, you know, that I can share my talent.
Congratulations sa lahat ng mga achievements mo. Let's trace a little bit back. How did you start this, and when did you start?
My father used to play long playing albums during that time, like the music of Chet Atkins and Segovia, and it is just like part of your system already that you learn to adapt them in your childhood. And I think that's also helpful for the parents. I can advise if they want to train their kids to study a musical instrument. You should start at a very young age.
Right. They say, though, it's not very difficult for Kababayans to be musically inclined because it's in our genes now.
That's right.
A lot of us are good singers. A lot of us are good musical instrument players, guitarists or pianists. Pero ikaw, bakit gitara ang napili mo?
Well, you know, I started young, and we have rondalia in school, and you play the guitar, and that's how it started. And I went to the conservatory, but the only available instrument was the piano, so I took up piano as a major instrument.
Anong pagkakaiba ng gitara at saka piano?
The guitar, you can slide your fingers. You can create different sounds. Like what Segovia said, it's like a musical, little symphony orchestra.
So different kinds, the way you pluck it, the way you strum it.
You can slide, you can make vibrato. You know.
And so you like guitar better than piano?
It's a lovely instrument. It's just a beautiful instrument.
And ever since then, to get to where you are now, which is, you know, a professional classical guitar player, and you have albums already out with your just, you know, playing the guitar. How do you get to that point? I know you went to UP Conservatory, but it's not for the guitar, it's for the piano.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's really hard work. I mean, you really have to love the instrument. And the way I learn is I listen to the recording and try to mimic them. You know, I think that's the best learning you could have, other than other people pushing your parents to really learn it.
So practice every day? Do you practice every day, and how often?
I don't really believe in practicing, because there's a wrong concept about practicing. When you practice the wrong thing, and then you end up like playing the wrong thing. So you have to practice the right thing.
Right.
Yeah, so there should be a good guidance. And I was happy we have music classes in high school. We were taught how to play the rondalia and the guitar. So that's the good training that I had. Right.
And despite your good training, despite your accomplishments, you mentioned earlier, not much fanfare sa mga kababayans natin. They don't know of you very much. Why do you think that is?
Well, because classical music is not a very popular idiom, I guess.
And why did you pick that?
The classical?
Yeah, you mentioned classical music is not very popular. It's not a very popular art form. It's not a very popular medium, the guitar. But why did you pick that?
That's why I kind of incorporate the jazz style into my classical playing. So what I did is, with the Naxos label, I did all the Philippine classic into modernized arrangement. So that's what I did.
And that is so good, because then you're making more people aware of Philippine music, and you're getting them to appreciate Philippine music. Mahirap ba na i-areglo yung mga sariling atin na mga tugtog at kanta into something that's different, something that's more mainstream?
Not actually. The one I was gonna play is Babalik Ka Rin. It's really a beautiful melody. When you are inspired with a beautiful melody, then there you go. You can create, you know, a good arrangement out of it.
Right. And where do you plan to take this? Where do you plan to take your career?
This is what my advocacy is to really expose our music to the world, to the concert stage, because our music is not all habanera, like tan, 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 that kind of tempo. It can be arranged into jazz, into more contemporary style, and that's what I do with my CD.
And to the parents out there are a lot of kids that are inspired by music and they want to get into something that's musically related.
That's right.
When they, after high school, after college, but we don't encourage that very much because we think that it's not a very stable job as an artist. What do you say to those parents?
If you have a very good training and you are that good, and then you don't have to really worry. But what my advice is, you really have to take a degree in college of music if you want to be a musician.
Right.
So then you can teach. You can have your own school. That's what I do right now. I have my own music school. I have piano, guitar, and flute school.
Oh, okay.
I teach.
And that's a good idea because then if nothing comes of it, at least you have the music degree to back you up, and then you can get into the business of opening up a music school. What about your advice to the students, to the young ones out there that would like to get into music?
Music really develops you into a more disciplined person. It instills discipline in your career, in your future. So I would advise to really, take music as a part of your life. You don't have to really take a degree in music, but I think music really helps you. And it's been a proven, scientific fact that the music of Mozart really helped the kids.
Or hobby, you can use it as a hobby, playing the guitar or learning. Right now, nowadays, ang nakikita ko yung mga ukulele, yung maliliit.
Whatever instruments, it could be a violin or
anything that has to do with music.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Life is certainly much more beautiful when there's music in it. And Rick, thank you for your contribution to music, and more power to you. We are very proud of you.
Thank you, Janelle. Thank you very much.
Inihahatid ng LA18 at Taiwan Tourism Bureau sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon ang travel to Taiwan.